Welcome back to the channel, guys. I just got out the phone with a potential customer who called me because he came across my contact information online, planning on relocate to Charlotte from up north. Simple conversation. It went something like this: hey, my name is blah blah blah. I'm reaching out to you because I came across your contact information online and we are looking to move to Charlotte in the next 6 months. Well, let me first introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I'm a realtor here with NAS Group at Keller Williams Realty here in Charlotte. Je suis Togolais d'origine, je parle français. So if you have any question in French, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you in French as well too. And also, if you guys feel that this content have been helpful, and if you want watching this video, you like it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It give me the energy to keep on doing some video. If you don't, shame on you. But anyway, going back to my conversation. So it was a great conversation. We were on the phone for about 30 minutes. In the midst of our conversation, a lot of questions, great person. And my first question to that person was, what is causing you guys to move to Charlotte? I always ask that question because one thing I have grown to know working with a lot of buyers from out of state is Charlotte is very spread out town. So depending on your personality, your lifestyle, the different area of Charlotte that you will fit in. Without knowing much about Charlotte, it will be difficult for one to put you in a home where you may not feel this is you, if it makes sense. So that's why I always ask, hey, what sort of town are you interested in, or what part of Charlotte are you interested in? And this person, to their response is they didn't know much about Charlotte at all. They were traveling to Florida, and while traveling to Florida, they stop in Charlotte. They stay in downtown Charlotte, and they just love the vibe, the atmosphere. People are just friendly. So for them, Charlotte is a place for them because they feel that it is a good fit. Great. So you don't know anything about Charlotte? No. You don't know what part of Charlotte you want to be in? North side, south side, more on the east, the suburb? No, we just love Charlotte so much that we wanted to move to Charlotte. So my answer to that potential buyer is this: if you're one looking to relocate to Charlotte and don't know much about Charlotte, I would highly recommend get you a short-term lease. 3 months, 6 months, or even sometimes a year lease, and just take your time to learn about Charlotte and what Charlotte has to offer. Having lived in Charlotte for years, a little over a decade, Charlotte is so spread out. We once lived on the north side of Charlotte. We live in the university side of Charlotte. We live in Huntersville. Now we live in Harrisburg, Midland area. So there's so many sides to Charlotte that not knowing about Charlotte will make it difficult for one, a realtor, to best help you find a home in Charlotte. So now that we got that out of the way, if you're one who know or have a little bit idea about Charlotte, have been in Charlotte a few times, my next question to you is this: okay, now that you know much about Charlotte or you have an idea of Charlotte, what part of Charlotte are you looking to move in? Are you one looking to move to the north side of Charlotte? One looking to move in the south side of Charlotte? Do you want it to be on the east by Matthew Mayhill? Or you want it to be on the west side of Charlotte by the Belmont, Holly, Gastonia? If you want to live in Charlotte, you should already know about those. If I mention those towns, you should know where they are. But if you don't know those towns, perhaps you don't know enough about Charlotte. That's one question that I always ask as well too. So my next advice to you moving to Charlotte is to know your location. Know what part of town you want it to be relocating to Charlotte. Not knowing the side of town, not knowing much about Charlotte will make it difficult for us realtor, and also you may end up in a place that you at the end of the day may not feel is a fit for you and your family. Now that we have location out of the way, next question that I always ask a potential buyer is, what is your price point? If you rewind 5-10 years ago, Charlotte is a very affordable town where for $250,000 you can find you a 2,000 square foot home, almost brand new, for $250,000. So knowing your price point is ideal. It helps us guide you, and also knowing the type of home is another advice that I will put out there too for one looking to relocate to Charlotte, because knowing the type of home you're looking for help us guide you. Okay, what I mean by the type of home you're looking for: are you one looking for new build? Are you want something that it is pre-existing home, mid-century home, or are you one that wanted to be private with acreage? So if you are looking for acreage, acreage, most likely we will not find anything in Charlotte. If you do, it will cost you. Most of the home with acreage will be a little further out of the Charlotte center city. If you're one looking for new construction, depending on the price point, then we can tell you, oh, perhaps we may look a little further north or south, depending on your price point. So knowing the type of home you're looking for and also knowing your lifestyle will help a realtor best help you relocate to Charlotte. So let me just go ahead and do a quick recap. So I would say 3-4 tips, because the first tips for me is if you're one who doesn't know much about Charlotte and you're just looking to move to Charlotte, I'll skip the other 3 and just say go ahead and get yourself a short-term rental. While you are in that short-term rental, 3 months, 6 months or a year, just take your time and analyze the city, see what the city has to offer. Based on your lifestyle, what part of town you want to be in, so that when you are ready, you know where you are. Okay, now if you're one who is familiar with Charlotte, know a little bit about Charlotte, the 3 advice that I'll give to you that will help us best help you is 1, know what side of town you want to be in. Location is key in Charlotte. Depending on your what you're looking for, your lifestyle, location will play a big role in finding you a home. This is a big investment, so we want to make sure that we deliver and we give you the best advice possible and be one of the best counselor you have to work with. Second on the list for me is your price point. Knowing where you need to be in terms of price point will help us guide you in the right way. Okay, if you want looking for $500,000 home and you want 4,000 square foot home, perhaps we may not be able to find that in South Charlotte, or we may not be able to find some similar in the inner side of Charlotte. Do we want to go out 30-40 minutes outside of the city limit to find you that 5,000 square foot home for $500,000? Yes, that might be something we wanted to talk about. So knowing your price point will help us guide you on finding that right home that fits your need. And the third tips that I will also advise you to do your homework on is the type of property you are looking for. Are you looking for something a little private with acreage, or are you looking for just new construction, something that nobody ever lived in? So giving us the idea or the type of property you are looking for will help us guide you in making the right decision when it comes to relocating to Charlotte. So since that conversation was still fresh in my mind, I figured I'd jump in here and just mumble about how the conversation went. Anywhere from her not knowing much about Charlotte to the type of home she's looking for, the area, square footage, price point, and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have further question or comment, please comment below. I'll do my best to answer every comment. My contact is at the bottom of my bio as well too. So feel free to call or text me if you have any question when it comes to relocating to Charlotte. More than happy to help any question you may have. Until then, see you on the next video.